All right, I know, unannounced once again. 11 o'clock on a Sunday, too. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here. Chris from New York, Westchester County. August 25th. Here to just take a couple of questions about Flat Earth and beyond. Two people here. That's good. Good to see you. Good to see you. A couple checks here. Three. I'm shocked. Three people are here right now. It's amazing, guys. All right, this is going to be real quick. All right. I mean, this has been really pissing me off. Really pissing me off. Oh, it is a bench talk. Thank you. I lost that. Right there. Eric H. Nice. Hey, my brother. Nice to see you. Nathan. National Memorial Gardens. Always great. Damn. Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. You know, back to bench talk. All right, hold on one second. All right, that was one of my neighbors over there. Wondering why I'm doing a live show. Well, they would have no idea what the hell I'm doing anyway, so fuck them. I'm sorry. Sorry about the language. But I mean, really, this is real, you know? Sorry about my language here. Okay. Doing a live show. How are you? Very nice to see you. The earth is flat. Just right here, just talking about the earth is flat. Would you like to chat about the earth? That it's flat? At all? No? Okay. All right. Well, that takes care of that one. You see, we're beyond flat Earth right now. I mean, we're on a second level. I mean, we're on like a third level. We're beyond. We're on doctor level right now. That's what we are. Okay? Doctrine level with the flat Earth. Okay, so when you get into a civilization that existed prior to us, and you understand that, wow. Okay? Look at Europe. Look at the pictures from the 1800s, 1700s. These buildings, beautiful marble buildings that were created. How did we do that back in the 1700s? Oh, well, yeah, people are going to say they're, I mean, here they are. Major construction. Are you kidding me? I mean, there's no way that we could have. They built these things in such a short period of time. We're talking about the World's Fair. Okay? They built these just for the World's Fair. And then they tore them down. Does that make any sense at all to you? At all? Look it up. Check them out. World's Fair. Take a look at these buildings. These are built in marble, for crying out loud. You know what we do now? We have tents. When we have a fair in Westchester or up the Catskills or anything like that, we have a fucking tent that's torn down, and that's it, on a bed of grass, nonetheless. But yet, back in the 1700s, 1800s, we had a fucking marble building that was built for us in a World Fair. So you're telling me there wasn't any civilization at all prior to us, that we are just inheriting all of this stuff, which is incredible. Okay, I really didn't know where I was going with this. I'm just yelling out right now. Looking for questions. People always say, Chris, I have a lot of questions for you. And I know this is off the cuff. You know, that's how I am. Apologize for that. Got 4 people in the chat room here. I'm shocked. I even have 2. But I'm talking about mud flood. A possible mud flood theory here. That there obviously, no, you know what? It's not possible. There definitely were other civilizations that were here prior to us. Don't hold me to it. Remember, we're beyond flat Earth right now, okay? That's where we are. Beyond flat Earth. So anybody here who is just getting into flat Earth, skip along, look at your little squirrel videos or whatever the hell you're doing, and enjoy yourself. You know, squirrels can fly. Yeah, there are a couple of them that can. But just, we are beyond flat Earth. I'm taking a couple of questions here, and I missed the chat. Eric H, nice. Nice, very good. Mike, the flat Earth aliens. You know, Mike, you know aliens don't exist. There's nothing up there. There's no space. Unfortunately. I know. I like your title though. You know that just as well as I do, but I mean, you know, it sucks. Doesn't it? You know, when you first get into this, fuck. When you first get into this, you don't know what to tell people, you know? I mean, you want to wake people up, but yet they're, I mean, how did you wake up? Let me ask you a question. How did you wake up to the fact that the Earth is flat? That there's nothing up there, there's no space. There are no planets, there's no universe, there's no Big Bang. What did you think to yourself? You know, I mean, think how somebody else walking across the street right now, driving in their car with their arm hanging out of their window, smoking a cigarette. And you're going to try to explain to them about flat Earth? Good luck. Good luck. Just like I tried to explain somebody who's just walking down the sidewalk. And that's why I have much respect at all. I mean, much respect for these activists that are going on, you know, right now. I don't know how you guys are doing it. Sorry. I almost dropped my phone here. And I see another message from National Memorial Gardens. Nice. Yes, we've all been on this journey together. Yes, we have. Mike, the flat Earth alien. Okay. Good to see you. What's up? I'm here. All right, let me get serious, okay? My original video, me talking to you guys and doing this live. It's really bothering me. In I believe the first car that was invented. Okay, I think the first car that was invented was the Model T. Okay, and that the year for the Model T, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, so don't hold me to it, was like 1920s, 1919. All right, it's now 1919, 100 years ago. This fucking car. Remember the car back in the night, the Model T? Okay, we'll look it up on Google. It's right there. Okay, look it up. These pathetic fucking tires. They look like wagon wheel tires that have no air in them, and they're riding along the road. And meanwhile, back in Europe, we have these extravagant, beautiful buildings that are made of marble, that are 200 years old. So you're telling me nobody could invent a fucking car like this? Now, here we are 100 years later, and we're still looking at these stupid little cars. I mean, you see the technology at all? The technology somehow or another was lost. That's why I know other civilizations have existed prior to us. I feel it. I know it. The only thing you have is technology. That's all. The cell phone you're watching right now is the most inventive thing that you could ever possibly imagine. It's amazing, isn't it? But it's fake. It's not fake. All right, don't get me wrong. It's in terms of the other shit that's out there, in terms of the buildings and in terms of that, I don't know how to tell you this. These cars should be flying right now. We should not be driving at all. We should be in a GPS unit inside of the vehicle right now that should be just whisking us away in every direction, in every fucking country. But yet your cell phone is amazing, isn't it? This technology you have right now is like a Commodore 64. Remember that? Remember that computer? This is going back old school. Old school. Commodore 64, which was crap. Garbage. A computer back in 1984. 1985, I think it was. This little pixelated screen and nonsense. There it was. It was the best invention you could ever possibly imagine. Kids used to sit in front of that computer and play games. But now you have a computer, and that's what you have now. It's not a phone, it's a computer, is what you have. That's being tracked by GPS, by Wi-Fi, and every email you'll ever take, ever. It's being tracked.
Hi, baby.
No, it's a really cute dogs there. Yeah, they don't want nothing to do with me. I'm just some wacko on a bench. Talking about beyond flat Earth. Because see, if they can't even get into flat Earth, how could you possibly bring this up to anybody? I mean, really? I mean, sorry? Fuck! Are you kidding me? All right, you know, I thank you. Here we go. I'm just trying to keep up the chat room here. Can't really see it very well on my phone. Sorry, guys, if I miss anybody here. I got Jetsons. Yes, there we go. All right, I like that. Yeah, but that's the whole thing. I mean, that's what we were promised back in the 60s when we were flying on the moon. And we had a camera right there, stationary. And what was it in? I mean, Neil Armstrong struck the camera down on what? Soil? What the fuck? And they stuck it in soil? Is that what it is? So is there dirt on the moon at all? But we don't know. We don't know anything. Because there is no fucking moon that you think that there is, that we grew up with. But this is beyond flat Earth, and I don't even know how I got into this. I really, you know, once again, here I go. Sorry. Okay, so 1919 or 1923, the Model T car was invented. This little piece of shit car that was like a wagon with wheels on it, that was powered by an engine with that maybe like had 1.2 horsepower on it. I'm sure people, my trolls, will go on and find out what the hell actually it really is. And I could really give a fuck what the hell it is. I could care less. It doesn't make a difference to me. But my point is, so we had these gas-powered vehicles back then, but yet we had something powered, cities that were powered with electricity. Back in the 1800s, back in the late 1700s, we had power. Back in Europe. You ever wonder why they call America the new country? You ever wonder why that is? Wonder why America was the new, that has been coined as the new country. Because Europe was where everything pretty much came from. These amazing buildings, these amazing artifacts, these amazing... Look at those buildings. Look at the architectural engineering of the freaking marble that was involved with these buildings. That's incredible. Yet we have nothing here. No, we have these stick, buildings. That's all we have here. Am I yelling and screaming again? I guess I am. Sorry about that. But how could you not? Once you come across flat Earth, and you've seen the truth, and you know everything is flat. This is the first time I've ever seen one of these things riding around here. Is that a taxi? Yeah, here it is. Right from NYC. Oh, almost an accident there. Watch out. Illegal broken U-turn. Wait a minute, I have an idea. See, I think he's going back down to Manhattan. That would be New York City. I just want to say hi. Oh, yeah. Are you going out of the city?
Bronx River Parkway South.
I'm sorry?
Bronx River Parkway South.
Bronx River Parkway South.
This is Bronx River Parkway.
Oh, yeah, this is Bronx River Parkway right here.
I want to meet south.
You need south?
Yeah.
You taking a piss?
No.
He looks like you're taking a piss.
Right. Everything
all right. Everything all right?
Yeah.
Where are you from? Are you from...
I'm just drop a passenger.
Okay.
Bronx River South.
All right. No,
South.
what country are you from?
I'm from Bangladesh.
Where?
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh? Okay, I'm from Greece.
Okay.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Alexander the Great visited Bangladesh.
Okay.
2,300 years ago.
Yes,
Alexander
I have some information I want to give you.
Alexander the Great visited Bangladesh.
Alexander the Great visited
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
2,300 years ago. Seems check your phone. It's there.
I will. But I have something else.
Right history of Bangladesh. You'll see
Okay.
Alexander the Great, 1,000 Roman soldiers visited Bangladesh.
Okay, all right. You want to hear? How do you know that history?
It's in the phone. Write down and Wikipedia.
It's on the phone.
It's in the phone.
Right, of course. You learned it in school, right?
Everybody knows.
But you learned it in school. The history teacher told you. Yeah, the history teacher told you. But who's the history teacher? How does he know this? Isn't it interesting? But I mean, my point is, but no, the Bronx River Parkway South is right there. But no, I'd love to talk to you. Come here. You want to talk?
No, that's okay.
Okay. No, I'm not getting in your car. Don't worry. Don't worry.
They write a book, Indica.
Okay.
Indica, 500-page book.
500-page Indica. 500-page. Okay.
In that book, they explain everything.
Okay.
All the road, all the avenue, all the in Bangladesh, Dhaka, all the city. They stay there 12 years.
Now,
in Bangladesh.
Now, my question is, did he actually investigate that the Earth is flat?
No. Yeah.
He didn't, yeah. Well,
Plato sent him.
The
Plato sent him to check all over the world.
What? Who? I'm sorry.
Student of Socrates.
Okay. Oh,
this
Socrates.
This
yes, it's Greek. Kadimera Tikanis.
This is Greek history.
Okay. This is Greek history. I'm Greek.
Your history.
Yes, it's my history.
Anyway.
Okay.
Show me Roosevelt Parkway South.
Yes, it's right there.
How? How do you take the highway?
All right. What you got to do is you just got to run this circle right here and make a right and a left, and you're on Bronx River Parkway South.
So make a left here.
Yeah, make a left right here, go around that roundabout, and that's Bronx River Parkway. Yeah.
Make a left and make it right. It's right. It's
make
right.
a right, and then
make a left and go right.
That's right.
And roundabout, I'll see.
You'll see it right there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
You just get across the street here without. See, now that's what I like about just sitting on the bench. This is bench talk right now, you know? Taxi drivers, man, they're the best. They really are. He was telling me about my history. Excellent. I didn't want to, get him on videotape, but there I am, talking to just a guy. I'm sorry, guys. All people are free people. Hey, my man, you know what's going on? My friend, menace to society. Yes. Okay. Trying to say hi to everybody over here. Flat Earth Fisherman, there he is, back on the beach. I love that bass. Nice. Love to see you out there with your son. All right, that's important. It really is. You catch something like that, and he'll never forget that day. You might think he might, but he won't. He'll never forget that day. That's the most important thing about kids. When you're with your daughter or son or whatever it is, or whatever it may be, no matter how insignificant might you feel, with them, they'll just never forget that day. They'll remember it. I don't know what day they will remember when you're with them. That's why you always have to be with them. I remember so many days of my parents, but they will never understand the days I actually do remember. You know what? You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Being a parent is just, I really don't. I just don't know how to explain it to somebody. It's the most amazing thing I don't know. Fuck! How am I going to explain it to somebody about being a parent? I'm not going to tell anybody how to be a good father or a good... you can't. You fall into it. You're almost trained. And then when you're 20, you say, oh, I can't have any kids. I don't want to have any kids. Bullshit. Wake the fuck up. The minute you have a kid, you're going to become a father. And that's it, bottom line. All right, so these extravagant buildings that they have out in Europe, in the World's Fair, which are amazing. I mean, they were absolutely amazing. And they destroyed them after the World's Fair. Go ahead, look it up. 1700. Who was the architectural engineer that fucking built these buildings back in the 1700s? Makes no sense, does it? None at all. And then somebody told me that the earth was flat. I'm trying to get something over here. No, that didn't work. I mean, really, that's just hysterical. Do I have to sit here with a flag? Is that what it is? I mean, do I have to sit here with a flag? Maybe we need that. Maybe flat earthers need a flag. Now, this is beyond flat earth, okay? This is the reason for this video, but this is, you know, I mean, really, it's just, all right, should I go into questions and answers? Stuff like that. Does anybody have any questions here? A couple of trolls, I'm sure, will show up here. Not a ball. Sorry, it's true. Thank you. National Memorial Gardens. Channel Q, no flag, no country. Very nice. I don't know what that is. Menace to society, sobriety. Oh, there he is. Bloodiest Mystery of Jesus. Excellent. Good to see you, my brother. All right, I appreciate that video you put out of me. I didn't even know it was there. It took me like 3 weeks to get the pop-up on that. That was great. I really appreciate that. That's nice. All right. You know what? I tried to wake my folk up. You know, I've seen 10K in investing here, and I don't know who he is. I really don't. You know, you go on his channel, there's only a couple things over there. But I have no idea what the fuck is beyond the dome. I mean, are you kidding me? We're trying to figure out what the fuck is even where the dome is. How far it is up there. People will tell you it's 1,000 miles or 2,000 miles or 3,000 miles. But yet there's a camera that happened to go up there only 73 miles and managed to make this weird noise, which I know is all bullshit. But what happens if somebody just gets into flat Earth right now? You know, what do you tell them? You know, that there is something beyond flat Earth, that there is that there's so many lies in it. You know, I mean, damn it. It sucks. I now know so much shit. But anyway, okay, look, you have your You have your kid looking at Hollywood right now, her favorite show. And you can see the skeletal structure of this person is certainly not a male. I mean, a female. That represents really a male. You know, what do you tell your kid? You know, that her favorite soapbox star is a male, really. You know. And what does your wife do when you say something like that? That's really bad, isn't it? Because you can tell, you just look at what your children are looking at in Hollywood. It's so fucked up, it's unbelievable. Just look. I'm not gonna get in there. I'm not gonna sit here and try to explain it to you. Just go on there and watch what your children are looking at, and look at the people, the main actors that have been on these shows, and you'll see what I mean. You'll understand it. I mean, it's so fucking bad. It really is. All right, stand by for 1 second. I'm trying to get my composure. All right. I mean, you know, your kids. I mean, they look up to these Hollywood actors, these actresses. I'm not gonna downplay that. Okay. Because they don't know what the hell they're getting themselves into either. They're just getting this exorbitant amount of money to play this part. Don't get me started on that shit. All right, I'm just gonna pretend I fucking ignored that. Okay. Anyway, they're getting paid. I mean, Hollywood. I mean, these. I don't know. Are they? I don't want to say male or female. I don't know what you're watching in Hollywood. Whatever you think is just the opposite. Cher is not a female. Okay? As beautiful as you thought she was, she's not a female. And that sucks. See, we're going back to my time right now. We're going back to my time. We're going back, way back to the 70s, way back to the 80s. You know, we were watching these movies and we thought these people, these Hollywood actresses and actors were real in terms of their gender. But they're not. And that's how sick Hollywood is. Sorry guys, I haven't been paying attention to the Frankie Vixen up road. Oh, really? Come on. Frankie, fixer. You never realized all you see is the one side of the moon? Come on, man. They told us that back in 8th grade. Shame on you for not knowing that. Which is such a fucking joke. That is the only satellite up there, supposed satellite up there, which doesn't exist. You can't get to it. You can't obtain it. We never landed on it, but yet there it is. And it's facing toward us. And it never turns, it never moves, and there it is. The only satellite in the entire solar system that does this. How many planets, how many satellites does Saturn have? Or Jupiter? All right, let's take, for example, Saturn. Just a random planet, shall we say, which doesn't exist, but there it is. Okay, so the scientists say Saturn has like 19 planets revolving around this gaseous planet, which I never understood, which really fucking disturbed me, when I was a kid. How somebody can call something a planet when it's got gas in it and there's nothing in the inner core. We've never seen it. How do you get in there to begin with anyway? We have no probes to get in there. And it's got a ring around it, and it's got 14 other satellites that are supposedly going around this planet. Because it's all bullshit. It's a Walt Disney experience. And these are millennials right now that are walking down the street, that are laughing and giggling like we were. Don't get me wrong, okay? We were all like that. Because we had no clue. The truth. And when they do, they're going to knock on my door. Guarantee you that. Not that I want them to, but, they'll send me an email and they'll ask questions. But I'm not the only one that knows the earth is flat. Many other people know too. I shouldn't be doing this right now. I'm going to get in trouble. Okay? Oh, we get a little party going on here. Oh, sorry. I missed a couple emails here. Let's just check it out. No, you can't get to a rainbow. Rainbow doesn't exist. Just like the moon and the sun, you can't get to it. Exactly like the... Oh, Mikey Smith, what's up, buddy? Hey, I spoke to him personally. One of the very few that I've spoken to. Okay? Mikey, my brother. All right? Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Nice talking to you, my friend. Just trying to wake people up like anybody is. I like him. He drives around in a Subaru. Shit on his car. It's nice. I like it. They're coming this way, by the way. I hear the noise. Should I go up there and maybe talk to them? I don't know. What do you think? Channel Q, thank you. Thank you for saying hi. So, how do you think we can zoom in so close to the moon? That's Ken K. Oh shit, is that my brother? Well, actually, it's 262,000 miles away, and we wouldn't be able to see it so close. Well, we can't. And that's a big thing. So the Hubble telescope, which is this amazing telescope out in the universe, out in the outer atmosphere of apparently our planet, which is not a planet. We all know it's flat. But they want you to believe that there's this big Hubble telescope out there that's floating around in space. But yet they can't zoom in on the moon and actually zoom in onto the flag or Apollo 11 or anything else that was left in space. It's a fucking joke, isn't it? No, it's reality. And that's why I drive around with a plate that says NASA fucking lies. Because they do. They lie about everything. They don't exist. NASA, where's NASA going? I mean, there's no space at all. It doesn't exist. There's nothing up there except the firmament. It's an amazing system we live in here, but unfortunately, there is no space. You're not going anywhere. You never will. You'll be like that, you see, a blinking light walking their dog. I was watching the sunrise this morning, and I was thinking about black and white pictures from my grandparents. You know, it seems like it's such a long time ago, and maybe the sun might have been in a different position. But it isn't. What you see is exactly what they saw when they were kids. It's in the same exact angle, it's the same exact area in the sky that it's always been. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but maybe somebody understands what I'm talking about in terms of, you know, you think, I mean, it's so many years ago, you know, when you were a kid, 30, 40, 50 years ago, you think maybe something would change, but it hasn't. Nothing has changed in terms of the sky. Nothing. The stars, the sun, the moon, it's going to be like that the rest of your life, the rest of your kid's life, and beyond. As long as the Creator allows it. And I've said it a few times. We have a Creator. This is, God has created all of this. Is that the problem? Is that why people have such a problem with flat Earth? You know? I don't understand it. I mean, I was all there. I was all in it. I was a NASA believer. I was the biggest NASA fan you could. I was the NASA fan. You know, this was me. Watching Star Trek, watching all the episodes, watching everything. I was your NASA fanboy. Saying to myself, you know, I know we can't get out to space. Well, no, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I know I can't get out to space because I don't have the education to get out to space. You know, but I envy the people that can get out there, and I will always envy them. But now I know when it's just not true. It's a fucking lie. It's all bullshit. Because there's nothing up there. There's nothing up there at all. Say hi to a couple of people here. All people are free people. Nice to see you, my brother. All right. Flat Earth Fisherman, of course. No, good point. A couple trolls in here too. Nice. I like to see that. You see, this is another reason Level Earth observer. Okay. Okay, this is a troll that's been wandering around my channel for a while, and yeah, I am. Exist, dissolve. What's your question? Bring it on. Number one question. What is the dome composed of? Okay, well, you put composed. I was expecting composed of. So let's talk English here. But okay, so I'm assuming you want to know what what the dome is composed of. I have no idea what the dome is composed of, and nobody will. It's probably a material that none of us, in terms of technology or understanding, will ever realize. So, okay. Any other questions at all? If you don't know what the composition of the dome, how can you know that it exists? Because there is no space. Oh, yes. Flat Earth Fisherman has a question. Real, true person who I've actually spoken to on the phone personally and has sent me pics, and we have great conversations. And he knows a place up in Yorktown. I've been there once, that they are flat earthers. So I'm going to go to that 7-Eleven, by the way, my friend. Oh, what's your question, man? I can't see. I don't know. I can't see what you're doing. He likes to screw around. But I like this. You know, it's just sitting on the bench where I live, not driving. Talking about flat Earth. These zombies. This guy's going down a one-way street. He's gonna get in trouble for doing that. You're going down you're going the wrong way. Remember that movie? What the hell was that? Oh, I forgot that movie. Oh. All right. Let's get back to flat Earth here. But I mean, really, you know. Nice. I like the check. Thank you. That's right. Thank you. All people are free people. Where are you, man? Yeah, I mean, really, you know, you're out there in the with Frankie B. Flat out there, and what's going on? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Sorry, I'm squinting. I mean, I don't have my I don't really need glasses, but it's difficult to see this on my phone. Get this little 5-inch camera here. That's all it is. And so somebody comes walking by. Hi, how are you? What do I say? You know, the Earth is flat. They just don't understand that I don't know. I mean, how do we wake up? How do all of us wake up? I mean, you know, you're on my channel and you're beyond flat Earth, okay? You're on master degree level at this point. They're destroying the bridges, by the way, here in my town. They're, you know, I'll show you the bridge right now. You see the way it is right now? Right past that Volkswagen. You see those rocks? They're actually taking those down and they're replacing them with regular cement. Why are they doing that? Why are they destroying the history of this area? Nobody knows. Nobody cares. I brought it up with my significant other. So it's a conspiracy theory. Okay. That's the way the fucking media just wraps it up. Right? Conspiracy theory. I love it. That's all you have to say. Conspiracy theory. The minute you put that headline above anything that's below it, totally wiped out. Thank you, media. Thank you, fake news. A little bit of background here, by the way. Oh, let me check the... Got anybody? I don't know how to open this up right now. Here we go. Live chats. Okay. Okay, I have another email of a troll that I see here who visits my channel often. I know you don't want me to mention it, but what the hell? What is the composition of the dome? You see, now once again, I'm going to tell you, the only person who knows that is the God. And if you can't understand that there is one God up there, there's no other religion. You know, we all think there's all these religions and all that and everything, but there's one person. One person. Female, male, or whoever it may be, that created everything for us to survive in. And the technology is beyond anything we'll ever understand. All right. Sorry, little sidebar there. All right. Hey, Clint, Justin, what's up? You don't have to call me CC, call me Chris. That's my channel. It's all right. CC are my initials. The only reason why I put that on my channel is because I just didn't like the ridiculous names people came up with. And at the time I had so much to say and I just wanted to set up a channel. I just said, fuck it, I'm just putting CC. It's just not my fault, but that's just what I decided to do. So anyway, you can call me Chris. People call me Chris. That's my name, Christopher. And when you see me in person, by the way, call me Chris. Yeah? I'm easy to track down. I'm not a very hard man to find. Hey, Jim Lotus, I see him over there. Nice to see you. All people are free people. That's right, Westchester County, New York. That's where I am. There's a stray cat. Algiz Run, nice. Oh yeah, he's a good guy. I like him. Not a troll. Danny, I believe nothing. Okay. All people are free globe menace to society. Sobriety, I see that. Inhabitants of people. Okay. Just checking the chat room there, guys. That's all. Some other things I want to tell you, but I don't want to get into it right now. I mean, of the other people in Flat Earth, but we'll keep that under the wraps for the time being. Well, let's get on to bigger and better things here about beyond Flat Earth, and which is mainly important. When you're driving on the highway, or wherever you are, you're in a parking lot where they've recently broken up the parkway and lifted up rocks or anything like that. Look at the rocks. Look at the shell rocks, especially the way they're stacked up like that. All right, and then look at a tree trunk. And that's right, you know I'm getting right into Devil's Tower there. How could you not out in California? I mean, Nevada. Is it Nevada? Is that where the Devil's Tower is? Where they filmed Close Encounters of the Third Kind? You know that movie. So what do people think? Was that a tree? Was that a tree stump? Is my question. A gigantic tree, because they're all over the place. Wyoming. Okay, it is. Thank you. Thank you about that, Jim. Okay, so we all know it's in Wyoming. So what do you think about that tree trunk? Do you think that's a tree trunk? Do you think that was, I'm sorry. Do you think what the scientists will tell you is that it was this volcanic eruption that happened, I don't know, 1 million years ago or something like that, that pushed up the earth and created this incredible shelf in the middle of the country? Do you believe that? No, nobody does. Was it a tree? I don't know. I really don't know. And people keep telling me, you don't know anything. You know what? I'm not claiming I do know anything. I am just giving you my perspective and my information that I see that doesn't make any sense. That's the whole point of my fucking channel. That is the whole point of this channel. Because I'm not here to tell you anything. I'm here to tell you to investigate everything. And if you don't investigate it and you don't look into it, you're clueless. And you're lost. Like I was. Completely. I've never been to Devil's Tower. It's very close to me. Well, it's not too far away. It's not very close to me, but I've never been there. But I've seen the videotape footage, and I look at this thing, and it looks like a petrified tree. You know, I mean, you go to California, and there's a police officer right now driving past. Am I screaming too loud? I'm not screaming that loud, am I? Oh, I'd love for him to come down. Sit down. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm sitting here drinking water for crying out loud. Look, they're doing their job. Okay? All right, stand by for 1 second. Let me just say hi to everybody in the chat room here. If you ask Mikey Smith, I have pics. Ted Summer, hey, what's up? Name is Chris. I see one of my trolls is going after somebody that flat earth fisherman. Stand by 1 second. All right. Hey, Brian, what's up? Trees aren't. Okay. All right, so I was originally going to go into so many things here with the. Oh, time check. It's 12 o'clock right now. I've been on for an hour right now. I'm sorry to take. You know what, guys? I got to go to bed. I had no idea I was on this late. All right, guys. I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my videos and letting me be a part of your life.